because Podboy's not been going even harder and going more into the whole, background of this little relationship with Bobby Lee, Khalya, and all that.
But you guys don't know what status Bobby and I are.
I want to point something out. This is from when they were doing the show during the pandemic, and I want you to look at a couple things. Merce, look at the bottom left quadrant. What you're seeing is a glass barrier in between Bobby and Khalya and the guest. And look at the producer. What you're looking at is the producer's inside of a glass box and wearing a mask. These people are fucking insane.
They are really sick.
Oh, we don't. After that one episode, we have no idea.
Yeah, you'll never know.
You'll never know.
So you're turning 50. So you're not going to have a party? You're not going to do anything?
I was going to have a big shindig.
And also, I'm going to pretend like I wasn't friends with that chick from Smallville, even though we were really close friends, because now that she's crazy and she was in Nexium, that's Lex.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
At a restaurant.
Also, I mean, can you just turn the lights on? I bet like one of them broke, and he hasn't got them fixed.
You're right. Right now, it just says, interview.
I was going to invite as many people as I could.
So remember, he said that they weren't married, but watch this.
I was going to get a restaurant. I was going to invite as many people as I could, but then Delta happened.
So can't you get some friends together, like me?
No, I can't do it because of Khalya.
What do you mean you can't do it because of your wife?
No, she.
I didn't realize you're married.
I know.
You're married.
I know.
You do know. That's good. You know that.
Do you think we're married?
I think you're married. I think you got married in 2016, and you really didn't tell people.
We are married.
Yeah.
Earlier, he says she's not. Remember, we played clips because she's not my wife. We're not married. And I know it seems silly, but why would you lie about that? You guys are already living together. But number one, number two, this then coinciding with she owns Tigerbelly.
This is weird, man.
This is all weird, right?
She's destroyed him. She really is truly a succubus.
Yeah.
Also, Michael Rosenbaum, you can have less shit. You can have less tchotchkes in your fucking studio.
I'm sorry, but let me pull up. Let me do a long shot because I know
There's
exactly what
too
you're
many
talking about.
things.
I know exactly what you're talking about, and I want to point that out because hold on. To be fair to him, this is a little older, and I've seen his other interviews, and it doesn't look like it's not cluttered anymore. But yeah, bro, come on, man.
Too many things.
Can we go through it? Okay, number one. Okay, we get it. You like horror movies.
There's no
all
less
right?
than 10 horror movie posters because there's another row of them up off camera.
Then the Indiana Jones thing, and then which doesn't go with the motif. If this is going to be a horror motif, then keep it horror motif. And go, yes, Mercer's a good point. There's the second level of fucking things, like you're at the goddamn haunted mansion in Disney World, and then you have the C-3PO there, which is like that doesn't go with the horror theme. What's that about? But then the thing that bothers me the most, there's three things in the room that bother me.
The relax thing is one. Let's play Highlights magazine.
Okay, but the other two should be easy. Look next to C-3PO on both sides.
Oh my God, there's two more of them.
That to me, he said is like, get a live, laugh, love thing at that point, right?
You know what that is? That's the sign of an insecure, washed up actor who fucking is probably a neurotic mess. He's probably a neurotic, self-hating mess. And he has to have, he's so fucking sick in his head that he has to have signs all over his house reminding him to relax and breathe.
Can I go one even more for you? This is a converted garage. Want to know how I could tell? The guy to the right of Bobby Lee behind him, there's a controller for one of these, which is like a portable AC unit, right? And that's what they do when you convert it because you can't run ductwork in a garage.
Because it's increasing property taxes.
Because if that's my room is bigger than that room, like that's a small room, right?
Yeah, that's true.
I know.
You do know. That's good. You know that.
Do you think we're married?
I think you're married. I think you got married in 2016, and you really didn't tell people.
We are married.
Yeah.
Let's talk about us.
Listen.
Let's talk about us.
Okay,
I think I'm at a point right now that I want to talk about us.
Okay, fine.
Okay, so that's pretty much a clip. I just thought it was funny because they kept saying, she's not. He was very clear, like, "Oh, we're not married. We're not married." So this is a little quick clip of. It's only a minute, so we could do this.
Our fellow Rumble host, Dr. Drew.
Dr. Drew, yes. This is a little. This is about 6 months ago. I want to say where this is from, but here you go.
I got my ass beat more. Wasn't spanked. My mom coined the term stomach belt.
So she picked up a belt and hit you with it.
Yeah, in the stomach. It was.
And she hit you with a belt end ever? The buckle end ever?
Not the buckle end, but she did make us kneel on salt, like rock salt.
Kneel on salt.
Yeah, like until over time, it doesn't seem like a painful endeavor at first, but 2 hours in, you're like, oh, this.
Your mother made you kneel on salt for everything you say is a lie. I don't believe you.
Shit kind of hurts. My kneecaps.
Is that what you jerked off dogs?
You still have scarring?
No, I don't. But she punched me so hard in my mouth one time that it took me 3 hours to unpluck
3 hours.
my braces wire from my lips. I remember hiding in the trash can for my neighbor's trash can for 2 hours, and she.
Well, it must have felt like home because
2
you're
hours.
fucking garbage.
That's what he's gonna hone in on. Everything's
Oh
always
yeah,
2
yeah.
hours.
Yeah, it's 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours.
Was just, I could hear her circling the neighborhood like, where the fuck are you, shit, But
You know what we were laughing about over dinner, like hysterically, was a time I ran away from home and hid in a trash can for 3 hours. It took them 3 hours to find me. I was so afraid. My mom was just gonna beat my ass for something so small, like leaving a shampoo bottle at
Did
swim
you use the
practice.
thing as a shield where you're like, ah?
She's just garbage.
She looks like
She's
a pile of dirty clothes on the floor.
I know. But you know what, Mersh? I'd rumble through it and sniff it to see if I'd still wear it. I'd still wear that shirt. You've done that where you're like, that's all I have. You go through and you're like,
This one passes.
maybe all your laundry's dirty and it's 2 a.m. on a Saturday at a bar. And you go do that dirty laundry pile,
Look, man, sometimes
You spray it with Febreze and you move on.
sometimes that those dirty jeans are the only thing you're gonna be able to get into.
Oh,
all night.
that's fucking really good
And
point.
You gotta get by. You gotta go to the store. You gotta run errands.
And try not to trip over her Frankenstein shoes in the morning.
Christ, seriously.
Grandpa.
Like it started trying to stop. We started doing a dance.
Thank you, Podboy. We really do appreciate it. But yeah, it's 3 hours, bro. I was in a garbage can for 3 hours with rock salt.